رسوله وصفيه وخليله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين. لا تعذبنا فإنك علينا قادر والطف بنا فيما جرت به المقادير. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم اكفنا بحلالك عن حرامك واغننا بفضلك عمن سواك. اللهم إنا نسألك المغفرة والتوبة والعافية والعفو والسلامة والرحمة والكرامة يا حنان يا منان يا بديع السماوات والأرض يا ذا الجلال الإكرام. نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمد رسول الله ونشهد أن الجنة حق وأن النار حق وأن الميزان حق وأن الصراط حق وأن الساعة آتية لا ريب فيها وأن الله يبعث من في القبور. أما بعد، يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. اللهم اجعلنا من الفائزين واجعلنا من التوابين واجعلنا من المتطهرين. اللهم إننا اجتمعنا في هذا اليوم المبارك على ذكرك وشكرك. اللهم نسألك من فضلك اللهم نسألك من فضلك ونعوذ بك يا رب العالمين من كل شر وسوء يا أرحم الراحمين. Praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We turn to Him in repentance, seeking His guidance and mercy and forgiveness. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with hope, to bless us with positivity, to bless us with the ability to see light even in the middle of the darkest times and moments and places, and to put light in our heart that shines and makes us think right and clear. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to turn tough times to better times after it makes us better people. Ameen. We bear witness that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah, and we bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His servant and messenger. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, those with us here and those who are watching us live, Alhamdulillah, our religion, the religion of Islam, is a religion of positivity. It's a religion that always makes us think positive, always directs us to see the best even in the darkest moments. It is religion of amal, hope, wa tafa'ul, optimism. Whatever you're going through now, at the personal level, dark relationships, dark moments, dark times, do not lose hope and be optimistic. Whatever we are going through now, all of us, whether this pandemic or loss of a job or a loss of loved one, an uncertainty, you should not lose faith. You should not lose hope. You should not lose faith. Because when you lose hope, it is a result of weakness of faith. Clearly the Quran says you are not going to have it the way you want it. Muslims, you need to think different. You need to understand. You will not have it the way you want it. It's going to be the way Allah wants it. And part of your faith is to believe in destiny, whether good or bad. نؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره من الله تعالى. I repeat, you will not have it the way you want it, whether you like it or not. And if you want to outrival God, you will lose. So our faith is built on these 6 pillars that clearly say part of the curriculum, part of the program, part of this life, you're going to have things that you don't like. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. We will try you with some. Not with some. Because Allah is fair too. He doesn't want all doom and gloom. He wants you to enjoy, but sometimes He tests you. With what? Some of fear. So we are in fear. Why are you putting masks on your faces? Is it because the masjid said it's a must? Or it's because precaution? Fear is good. Fear is good. There's not all fear is bad. Huh? Man khafa naja. Whoever, is in fear can be saved. So fear is good. Starting with the fear of Allah. And we don't want to be sick. None of us want to be sick. Huh? I have been in hospitals, in COVID-19 departments. I was visiting. And believe me, I visited the place. After 2 hours, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to have any injury or fall or anything or just another, because I don't want to go in a hospital. This is fear, because I don't want to be in a hospital where I will be closed. But just the masks, double masks and the shields, that by itself asphyxiates. That's why, Allah, I pray for the doctors. I don't know how they do it. May Allah be with them. Whatever they are, doesn't matter where they are from. I am praying for them, because it's not easy. It's not easy to breathe, especially in this heat. It's not easy. And especially those who work 12-hour shift, non-stop. It's not easy. Fear is there. Khawf, wal-ju' and hunger. We haven't experienced hunger, to be honest, in this country. I don't think any of you have experienced real hunger. So we have no right to talk about hunger. We're always full. For us, our hunger, our children and your children, those born here, they say, I'm starving, I have not eaten for the last 2 hours. Starving? You talk about starvation? You know what starvation? When people don't eat for days. The word starvation is a big word. I'm starving. What do you mean starving? Starving means to near death out of hunger. To be near death. So we don't know what hunger, all of us. Majority of us, I know many of you, you don't know hunger. I haven't known hunger. The hunger of Ramadan, that's not hunger. I call it diet. Adjustment. It's not really hunger. وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ. You may lose business. Many of us went into business and we lost. We lost a lot of money. What should I do? Should I cry? Should I be depressed? Should I kill myself because I lost business? I say it wasn't meant for me. I made a mistake. You lose here, you make money. Ask anybody who did business, will tell you I lost. If they tell you how much they lost. I met a brother not too long ago. He said, make dua, I just lost some money. I said, can you tell me how much? He said, $11 million. One of our good brothers. He lost. Oh, he's smiling, calm. He said, it's not the first time. He says, I thank Allah. I always make money, but what can I do? Sometimes I lose. People, and mashallah, he gives zakat, sadaqah. I always call him in Ramadan. I have to call him. Mashallah, he always gives us. Alhamdulillah, not only us, he gives many mosques, many charities, many good, There are people like that. But he knows in life there is up and down. Well, imagine one of you guys lose $11 million. Not only you'll be depressed, you'll make all your folks depressed, your life will be depression. He said, Alhamdulillah, make dua. Yeah, he did lose faith. He's an inspiration because he's in the business, not on the edge. Somebody wants to invest on this side, on stock market, RRSP, don't worry about it. If it goes down, before it goes up, has to go down. This is the rule of life. In business, that's how it is. Yusuf alayhi salam, before he became on the throne of Egypt, first he had to go in the well. This is the rule of life. It's going to get bad. Don't lose optimism. Don't lose hope. Don't lose al-amal. Beautiful word in Arabic. Al-amal wa tafa'ul. What is hope? It's a feeling. So wal-ju'i wal-khawfi wa naqsim al-amwali wa anfusi wa thamarat. You lose life, loved ones. You lose the goodies. Thamarat is not only fruits. All the goodies that you have. But he said, give glad tidings to those who are patient. Because patience is the best remedy for what? For depression. Depression is thinking in the past. Ya Allah, you will not believe how much counseling these days I have to do. Wallahi, I just called it this becoming like abuse. Everybody wants to see Imam. And it's worse. I thought Ramadan was busy. Wallahi, it's bad. I'm telling you. It's so bad. Marriages, children, parents, relationships, depression. It's like, what's wrong with you guys? You're losing faith? This is serious. The report came that 50%, half of Canadians are having some sort of mental health issues during this pandemic. Allah. Habibi, where is your iman? We should be the ones who are cheering up people and reminding them that this life was never meant to be 100%. This is our mission. This is where we shine. This is where we should stand out. We should be the bearers of glad tidings. Ashabul Bushra, Bashiran wa Nadhira. The followers of Muhammad should be the people who cherish. But now we are joining the same train. No, I shouldn't be busy. I should actually be less, because we Muslims read the Quran and the Quran tells us everything happens for a reason. But what's going on? What is going on? Other imams and community workers are telling me the same thing. We don't know what's going on in our community. People are losing hope. Are they losing faith? Which is very important. This is what I'm sharing with you from reality. You can talk theory, I'm talking practice. So please, what is hope? Hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for a particular thing to happen. A feeling of trust. This is what we refer to in Arabic as tawakkul. The feeling that what is wanted can be earned, or that events will turn out to the best. This is very important. Optimism, which is tafa'ul, is hopefulness and confidence about the future or the success of something. It's a disposition or tendency to look on the more favorable side of events or conditions and to expect the most favorable outcome. The belief that good ultimately predominates over evil in the world. Half full cup instead of half full or half empty cup. Positive outlook. This is what Islam all about. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. With patience, you can overcome depression and anxiety. And you focus on the now. No more thinking in the past. No more thinking in the future. You can plan for the future. But thinking needs, you need visualization. You need to be in it. You're planning it. This is, we think about the future as planning, not think as worrying. الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. When they are faced with calamities, including pandemic, including bankruptcy, business loss, income loss, death, a loved one loss, someone you love very much and, took a different path and disappointed you. Don't lose hope. Pray to Allah with your faith. Inna lillahi. قالوا ماذا? What they say? Truly to Allah we belong and truly to Him we will return. So the Muslim does not, a true believer does not lose optimism. Yes, optimism with reservation is good. not too open, because there are two kinds of optimism. Some people have open optimism. That's too much. Oh, and they take life lightly. They don't study, they don't plan, they don't worry. No, we don't want that kind of open optimism. You know, overly optimistic. No, we want a planned one. Optimism with reservation and planning. And also, it's very important to teach our children from day one that they have to do things and be optimistic, not rely on others. This is what we call fake optimism. You're expecting others to do things for you and you're relying on them. No, you trust Allah. Don't trust people. People can help you, especially children when they realize that they are. You know, we have in Arabic, we say, ما في لحية بتشيل لحية. Meaning, no beard can carry another beard. Every beard, every man should be independent. Doesn't rely on his father or his uncle or his... No, if you're a man, then you rely on Allah and yourself. Don't expect, oh, I'm optimistic, inshallah, somebody will die, I'm going to inherit. What kind? That's a loser kind of thinking. You're wishing for someone's death so you can start your future? This is a loser. Build. ليس الفتى من يقول كان أبي كذا ولكن الفتى من يقول ها أنا ذا. A man, a real man, is not the one who says my father was this, my father has this, but a real man says here I am, here I am. You see, this is why in Islam Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Quran, you all know the ayah from Surah Yasin, قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قالوا إن تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم لمسنا منكم منا عذاب وليمسكم منا عذاب أليم قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون. They use the تشاؤم, pessimism, and this aqidah, this belief of pessimism. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "At-tiyaratu min ash-shirk." When you see things and you start overthinking, and you are actually committing shirk by having this pessimism, you need to keep your faith strong. It could lead you to shirk, wal-iyadu billah. Only Allah knows the future. And even when things are meant to happen bad, وَلَا يَرُدُّ الْقَضَاءَ إِلَّا الدُّعَاء. With your dua, you can actually change things. Allah will change things for you with your dua. So keep your faith strong. This is very, very... Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لا طيرة وخيرها الفأل. قالوا والماء وما الفأل يا رسول الله. قال الكلمة الصالحة يسمعها أحدكم. He said, don't have pessimism, but rather be optimistic. In another narration, he said, يعجبني الفأل. I love optimism. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said. They said, what is optimism, Ya Rasulullah? He said, it could be a word that is good. You think of it and you think positive and you feel good. That could be also optimism. Why Islam teaches us? Because we believe in qada and qadar. What are the kinds of tafa'ul? I already mentioned real optimism and fake optimism. What are the benefits? I'm just going fast due to the time. You know, this is Jumu'ah. COVID-19 Jumu'ah, we're making them short so you can leave early. What are the benefits? There are ample benefits. First one is mental health. Mental health, and I mentioned depression and anxiety and other things. And the person also always puts his trust in Allah. And when you put your trust in Allah and you experience it, and it works, next time you are also motivated to be optimistic because you did deal with him through thick and thin, through tough times, and you trust him. The same way the prophets of Allah knew him and trusted him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, a person who has optimism can sleep peacefully. Doesn't have to worry. He lives this توكلت على الله فإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت. I put my trust in Allah. وعليه فليتوكل المؤمنون. Let those who have faith put their trust in Allah and please stop worrying about the future and the past. Be in the now. When you are optimistic, you act positive. you generate a good energy. And with good energy, you act properly, you speak properly, and guess what? Studies have shown optimistic people look better in their faces. Look at doom and gloom of pessimistic person versus an optimistic person. Would you like to say people like, or which one you want to see? You don't want to see no pessimism. Pessimism, when Arabic they say, وَلَا يَدُ بِلَا كِلْمَةِ النَّحْس. You know nahs, what's a nahs means? You know, a face that takes away hope and faith. You see them, you say, أعوذ بالله. Well, that's a tayara. We don't believe in that. But manhus, people say, stay away from him. He brings bad luck. We don't have that in Islam. But you reflect. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the middle of the battle, in the middle of war, in the middle of hunger, real starvation, maja'a, he was smiling. He gave them hope. You are an inspiration. This is how Muslims should look. You know, when you take off your mask, you see a smiley face, inshallah. But don't mask your face with doom and gloom. I know we're a human being feeling, but trust me, we can, inshallah. Briefly, all the prophets, I'm not going to go through the stories. Think of Yunus alayhi salam in the darkest moment. His people did not listen. He's in the middle of the ocean, in the belly of the whale. What did he say? Did he lose hope? He was still optimistic. Allah has given us this story in the Quran. It's in the Bible as well. What could be worse than being in the middle of the ocean, in the belly of the whale? Could there be moments worse than this? Nobody in life, in humanity, in history, will be in a darker time than Yunus alayhi salam. Yet he said, لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين فنجيناه من الغم وكذلك ننجي المؤمنين. We saved him from the worst times, from depression, from sadness. And this is how we will always save you. So please, Yunus. How about Yusuf in the desert, in the middle of the well? Who's going to pass in the desert in a well, abandoned well? He didn't lose faith. They said he was saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. He was doing tasbih and tahleel and tahmeed and takbir. Somebody thought there is water there. They threw a bucket. Guess what? They found this beautiful child there. A child, Rabbani, Tiflun Rabbani. Huh? Taught by who? By his father. Another, Allah mentioned Sayyidina Yaqub, the father of Yusuf. How optimistic he was when he lost his son. What did he say? What did he say to his children? اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه. Go away. They say, oh my God, you're still on that for many years. He said, I didn't lose hope. Huh? Yeah, what did he say? يا بني اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه ولا تيأسوا من روح الله. These words of Yaqub are powerful. Do not lose hope in the Spirit of Allah. Because the Spirit of Allah, when it comes, it changes the worst to the best. ولا تيأسوا من روح الله إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. Only those who don't have faith are the ones who lose hope in the Spirit of Allah. We need the Spirit of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Yaqub is a school of what? Of hope and optimism. Read about his life. How he waited for years to see his son Yusuf, and later Binyamin. He saw them and met, and the vision was fulfilled. I can keep going. How about Musa alayhi salam and his hope? Musa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, after everybody said, it's the sea, he says, Inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen. Don't worry, you're going to the sea, you're crazy. He said, Allah said, we will cross the sea. And Allah did. And same thing with Isa alayhi salam. And so I can give the stories. I will send you home maybe tonight. All the stories of the prophets. Ayub, is there anybody in the situation of Ayub? Ayub alayhi salam, who had not only virus and disease and cancer, he had all of them. He lost all his children, all his wealth, everything. Only his wife, Rahma, may Allah bless her, she stood by him and was there for him. And I can keep going. Did they lose hope? No. They thanked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you are telling me I'm depressed, I don't know what business and job. So can I say shut up? Or should I say, please be quiet? Or say, fear Allah? I don't know what to say. Let us not lose faith in Allah. Hence we lose what? We lose what? We lose hope, and we lose all of these beautiful things. If we are believers, we should follow the path of the believers who never lose faith and they always remained optimistic. نفعني الله وإياكم بالقرآن الكريم وبسنة المصطفى عليه أفضل الصلاة والتسليم. اسألوا الله من فضله وادعوه إنه مجيب الدعوات. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.